where you stand, silent in the trees, and that's...
My name is Josie, and I am 14.
I'm Tom, and I'm 14.
Valentina, I'm 14. Alex, 14.
I am Rachel, and I am 14.
My name is Joseph Train, and I'm 14 years old.
I think it's very important to be socially aware, because if you just sit by and you don't say anything, you're just another bystander.
I think it's very important to be socially aware, just to understand what's always going on around you, because there's so many different people and everyone's different, and I think we should all just be socially aware and be respectful to everybody.
Social awareness should be important in any situation, like, no matter who you're with, because without it, nothing makes sense.
To kind of be accepting of everyone, not be an asshole.
I learn a lot about social issues from, online a lot with, social media, stuff like that.
I mostly learn about social issues online and from my friends. I have a very diverse group of friends, so they know a lot more about it than I do.
Mostly from my friends, people will be talking about it, and I'll just, hear it from everyone else, so then I go home and then look it up afterwards to, find more about it.
In school, they don't teach us anything like that.
Some of the teachers, bring it up when in English, my teacher will bring up, stuff today to reference back to old times, but, normally it's not a part of the curriculum.
Other than being, part of exclusive things, you wouldn't really tend to hear about certain social issues.
No one can do it perfectly.
Most of the time, the LGBTQ community is accepted, at least nowadays, and the people I hang out with, they're very accepting of it. But there still are a lot of people that are very unaccepting about it. I have a friend who is transgender, and they get teased a lot about it, and it's pretty terrible.
I don't like how the LGBT community is being treated nowadays, because a lot of people just look down upon it, and it's not okay.
We need to do more for the transgender community, the asexual community, and plus community to improve their status of life, not just the gay and lesbian quality of life. And also we still need to improve gay and lesbian quality of life throughout America, because there still isn't not enough laws and just freedom for them.
People die, every day just because of this, and it's ridiculous.
No one treats the, trans people, normally. They don't know how to act around them. I feel like you should just treat them normally. It's not okay to treat them differently just because they're trans. Treat them like they're normal human beings, because they are. Don't say they're otherwise.
I don't think how you physically represent yourself shows your gender, because not only can you not want to show yourself like that because people aren't accepting of it, but also because there isn't a gender to everything like clothing and hair and stuff.
Clothes shouldn't really be gender assigned. Because, you could, wear what you want, really, or you should be able to.
The way you dress has nothing to do with your gender identity.
Racism is... It definitely is still a problem.
Even though slavery ended and, racism is... People say it's not a thing anymore, it's definitely very real. Even on a day-to-day basis, I'm Hispanic, and it's happened before. People discriminated me, and it's not cool. It happens all the time, and, I know people definitely get it worse than I do, and people die every day because of that, or, police and stuff like that. It's just not okay.
What are your thoughts on Donald Trump?
You have to ask about Donald Trump. You know the answer.
My thoughts on Donald Trump include, I believe that if he is elected, he'd be a bad president.
He just singles out specific groups and, does terrible stuff. I don't like him.
I do not think Donald Trump would be a good leader for anything at all.
I feel like the Syrian refugee crisis is just that I feel we should let them in, because I feel we are all human.
they're all people. They should be here, and the fact that America's, opening their arms for them is awesome.
It's ridiculous that Planned Parenthood has been defunded because not only is not all of it abortion, only a very small portion of it, the rest of it helps women a lot in support for stuff and medical support, and it's really stupid how people focus in on one fact that they do abortions, and then that's the reason why they have to defund it.
I feel like since Planned Parenthood's being not funded by the government anymore, I feel that it should obviously be refunded, just due to all the help it brings. I just feel that that's just a little bit of a smack in the face to basically the country.
I think that feminism, there are two different parts. There's people that are radically into feminism, and then there's people that are like the good kind of feminism, in my opinion.
Now some people take the activism too far, and instead of making it about equality, they try to make it more about women being better than men, and they've ruined the entire image for everyone.
I do identify as a feminist, but not in the crazy sense.
It's awesome. It's equality for people. Why wouldn't you want to be part of it?
Women should be treated just as much as men, and that it should be equal. Women shouldn't be more than men. Women shouldn't be less than men.
I have received some negative feedback from, again, my crazy aunt and uncle. They are very, very homophobic, and so I get a lot of backlash from them and get in fights with them, but the people I choose to hang out with, I don't usually hang out with people that have views that I don't agree with.
I have been insulted based off my social and political views.
Yes, I have been given negative feedback on my social and political views.
All the time. I feel very strongly about things, and people don't necessarily like it.
Bullying nowadays stems from all the things you just mentioned, and it's not right.